All right, so for anyone who's serious about their fitness, Ramadan can feel like a real puzzle, right? How in the world do you get through a month of spiritual focus and fasting without losing all the physical gains you've worked so hard for all year? Well, today we are diving deep into a complete blueprint that's designed to solve that exact problem. I mean, this is the big question that hangs over so many of us. There's this genuine fear that 30 days of fasting just automatically means losing strength, losing muscle, and taking a huge step backward. It feels like you have to make an impossible choice between your faith and your fitness. But what if that's a false choice? Seriously, what if, with the right strategy, you could not only keep everything you've built, but actually come out of Ramadan stronger, more disciplined, and mentally tougher than ever before? That is the promise of the blueprint we're going to walk through right now. And look, this isn't just a few tips for the 30 days of fasting. Not at all. This is a complete 74-day roadmap. It covers the crucial time before, during, and after Ramadan. The whole point here isn't just to survive, it's to thrive. Okay, let's break this down because the timeline is everything. As you can see, the journey actually starts a full 2 weeks before Ramadan even begins. That's your metabolic prep and adaptation phase. Then you get into the 30 days where you go from building habits to hitting and overcoming the wall right around the halfway point. And so crucially, the plan keeps going for another 30 days after Ramadan to make sure you don't just recover, but you actually come out stronger. Here's a secret most people miss. Your success during Ramadan isn't decided during the fast. It's decided long before the first day. Those 2 weeks leading up to it, they are arguably the most important part of this whole thing. This is where you build the foundation for everything that follows. Think about it. Just jumping from your normal eating and training schedule straight into Ramadan is a recipe for a brutal metabolic shock. Your body, your mind, they're just not ready for it. You risk completely burning out in that first week. This 2-week prep period is your dress rehearsal. It lets you ease into it, adapt gradually, and iron out all the kinks before it really counts. So, how do you do it? Well, this prep protocol has 4 key steps. First, you've got to assess. Get your baseline with real data. Weight, photos, how you're performing on your key lifts. Second, you plan. You calculate your nutrition down to the gram. Third, you adapt. You start shifting your sleep and you practice intermittent fasting to get your body used to it. And finally, you simulate. You run a full 24-hour test drive of a Ramadan day to see how your plan holds up under pressure. All right, so you've done your prep. Now we're into the main event, the 30 days of Ramadan itself. And this breaks down into 3 very distinct stages, both physically and psychologically. Each one needs a totally different mindset. That first week is all about one thing, building an unbreakable foundation. Your goal is not to set personal records in the gym. It's just to execute your plan with absolute military-like rigor. No winging it. You are going to feel intensely tired. That is totally normal. Your only objective is to make your new routine of eating, hydrating, sleeping, and training completely automatic. And then you hit it, the wall. This is that period, usually around day 8, where most people fail. The novelty is gone, the fatigue is really setting in, and your motivation just nosedives. Let me tell you, what gets you through this is not motivation. It's the disciplined, automatic habits that you forged back in week 1. In this final stretch, you'll probably feel a little psychological second wind. You know, the finish line is in sight. But physically, your body is at its most fatigued point. So the strategy here shifts. It's all about consolidation and conserving your energy. The goal is simple. Finish clean, finish safe, and save your energy for what comes next.
You did it. You crossed the finish line. But the job is not done. In fact, these next 30 days after Ramadan, this is what determines whether you just survived or you actually progressed.
And this slide shows the single biggest mistake people make. The temptation is to just rush back to the gym, go 100%, and make up for lost time. But that is a guaranteed one-way ticket to getting injured. Your nervous system is fried, your tendons are recovering. The SMART plan is a patient, gradual return, starting at just 50 to 60% of your normal volume in that first week back. Now, if you take that patient approach in week 1, something incredible happens. It's called the anabolic rebound. After 30 days of adaptation and a week of smart recovery, your body's sensitivity to insulin just skyrockets. Your muscles are absolutely primed to soak up nutrients and grow. Your body literally becomes an anabolic sponge, creating this unique window of opportunity for some seriously rapid progress. And what's the end result of this entire 74-day system? Well, because you take advantage of that rebound, you don't just get back to where you were. As this chart shows, it is totally possible to actually surpass your pre-Ramadan strength levels. You can come out of this whole period physically stronger than when you started. And at the end of the day, the physical gains are just one part of it. The process of planning so meticulously, executing with such discipline, and overcoming all these challenges for 30 days straight, it forges something way more valuable, a character of steel that is going to serve you in every other area of your life. So, the plan is clear, the science behind it is sound, and the path is laid out right in front of you. It proves that your faith and your fitness are not enemies. They can actually make each other stronger. The only question left is, are you ready to build?